Okay. So, maybe, maybe not. Maybe we're not okay. Maybe everything is wrong. Connect. Connect. You can do it. There we go. We have connected. So, this started pretty much slap bang off here. So, like, literally, I just got out of the neurosurgery bed there. Stasis complete. Subject L9546. Surgery for neural implant surgery. Cryogenic healing time 6 months. But cryogenic healing has been complete. Please proceed to reception to collect your personal belongings and check out. Oh. Oh, okay. Normally you'd figure there'd be a person here to greet you, but, you know, that's cool. I'm okay. I still appear to have all my mental and physical faculties, and that's good to know. I'll just go hit this button, I guess. There we go. Oh, yeah. Everything seems to be in working order here, so I'll go ahead and install this, I guess. Yep. There we go. Okay, what do we got here? And this, I guess this goes somewhere over here, maybe? Yep, there we go. Okay. What do we got here? Stamina up. Battery, all sorts of stuff. Wow, look at all this stuff. There's a lot of good stuff here. I wonder what's... Oh, what's this? Oh, hey. Oh, I've always wanted an iPhone. Fantastic. Hello? What?
Hello?
Yes?
Finally got someone. Alright, my name is Rebecca Lansing. I'm a counter-terrorism consult for Triumph. First things first, get something to defend yourself with. You're gonna need it. Things on Citadel Station are bad, very bad. The comms are dead and there is strong evidence of a biological contamination on board. And that's not the worst part. The station's mining laser is charging for potential strike against Earth. Nathan Darcy is the science officer on board. He'd have information on shutting the laser down. His office is on your level near the central hub. Get there immediately. See what you can find.
Well, that's not, terrifying in any way, but that's okay. That's okay. This is also really quiet. Is it really quiet to anyone else? Could you hear her when she was speaking just now? If you are legitimately asking that, Bragwin, we need to sit and have a talk. Bragwin. Now what do we got? Oh, good. There's robots here. Oh, thank goodness. Excuse me, Mr. Robot. I was wondering if you could help me. Oh, God! Oh, God! Why are robots attacking me? Why? Yeah! Okay. Okay, the robot's gone. Why does it have an arm? Why is there an arm in the robot? No. I take it back. I've decided I don't want to know why it has an arm. We're just gonna move along, thanks. Just gonna kinda ignore the other. Okay, that's cool. I guess they were getting a bunch of body parts ready to go in case they needed them. Maybe that's what's going on? Okay, sure. Okay, I guess we'll just kind of keep on going on then. Nothing to see here. Other than being scanned by the evil eye of the Lord Sauron. Hello, Sauron. I sure hope there's not some kind of evil, crazy AI on this station. That would be terrible. Okay. Clean off your hands before you use your keyboard. Everyone knows this. Ridiculous. What's the keypad? Let's see. So let's see if I can figure out the 1, 3, 3. Did you hear something? It's definitely not 4, 5, 1. That's ridiculous. That's just an obvious trap. I'm gonna go this way. Hello. Wait, are you gonna try and kill me too? You're not attacking me. So I'm gonna take that as a good sign. Yeah, you're trying to kill me. Okay. I understand. I wonder why my vision keeps going out every time I attack something mechanical. I sure hope I'm not mechanical in some way. That would be terrible. I don't even want to think about what that would be like. Like, could you imagine being like a cybernetic being? Can you imagine that, sir? Whoa! Oh, well, I guess you can. Listen, there's something wrong with your everything. Maybe you should look into that. Oh, crap. I forget how to... Shoot. Okay. I don't know how to heal. Hang on. Maybe I can eat the hand? Oh, well, I'm guessing it's not an issue.
Welcome back to Citadel Station.
Whoa, hello.
We hope your somnolent healing stage went well.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Currently in the healing suite located on the first level. All right, access in Alpha Quadrant. We hope you have a pleasant stay on Citadel Station.
Oh, I'm sure I'll have a very pleasant stay, Shodan. You and I have got quite a bit of history together, ma'am. You know what? You're right. Let's use the meta bay. I think after seeing this display, I have total confidence. Hang on, I'm looting body parts really quick. Just give me a moment. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, yes, definitely isn't gonna rip me to shreds. Okay. So, okay, so some people are still confused. Many years ago, a game came out called System Shock. It wasn't that good. I'm sorry, but it's true. It was not that good of a game. It was interesting in its own right, and it was a slightly different take on PC RPG, but the most important thing it did was it was a fully sci-fi Western RPG, which was an incredibly vacuous market at the time. Almost nobody was making games to fit that particular niche. It's not what mine says, Radio. Is anyone else's say System Shock? Just clarifying. So they, however, the original System Shock did well enough to warrant a sequel. It got greenlit for a sequel, to use the movie term for it. And they decided to make a completely separate game that was set in the same setting, but had nothing to do at all with the first System Shock. Having done so, pretty much very towards the end of the development cycle for System Shock 2, there was some behind-the-scenes stuff I'm not going to bore you with right now that basically made it so that they went ahead and tied in the first game to the second directly. And if you actually analyze System Shock 2 from a narrative perspective, you could see how the whole Shodan thing is actually kind of shoved in. It's not... Shodan isn't really a part of the overall story of System Shock 2, really. She is grafted onto the plot, and they do a decent job of it, but you can tell it wasn't part of the skeletal framework, if you will. So System Shock 2 was made, a much better game, I feel like pointing out. And System Shock 2 sold very well, relative for the time. And then nothing's happened with the series for, well over a decade at this point. Very recently, a team of developers, including several of the people who worked on the old System Shock, said, you know what we'd like to do? We'd like to make a proper remake of System Shock. Now, I want to say this because this is actually awesome. They actually, I agree with you actually, Zed. I think the System Shock 2 is better for her inclusion. But you can still tell that she was grafted in based on the skeleton of this, of the structure of the story. They actually have gone on record in interviews and whatnot, the people making the game you're looking at right now, saying, we don't want to call this System Shock Remaster, because it isn't. And I just want to applaud them. Do you know how rare it is that from a developer side, they actually acknowledge the difference between a remaster and a proper remake? The reason why I use that term, proper remake, and why I try very, very hard to differentiate it from a remaster or from a port or whatever. Everything I've seen about this so far, including what I've played so far, indicates this is a proper remake of the original System Shock. It's got the same meat and bones, no pun intended, of the original System Shock, but the actual underlying mechanics and the gameplay and the level design is being updated and basically crafted anew, of course with new graphics. So this is System Shock 1. A reboot is different, yes, but they're clearly and distinctly, at least everything I've read about it, making this a proper remake, not a reboot of the series. A reboot of the series would be... it is effectively a form of a retelling. We want to tell a completely new story with no regards to continuity or anything that happened before. A remake is, we're telling the same story, but we're polishing it up in every way. Whether or not I recommend the second... excuse me. Whether or not I recommend the first game is heavily debatable. It depends on your ability to endure older gameplay, because, being honest with myself, the original System Shock is a game that not many people can go back to and enjoy as much as, certain other older games. It definitely has some interface issues and some artifacts of older gameplay involved, okay? I don't think so, Takoida. I mean, we've got the cybernetic suite, so... yeah, the enhanced edition of the first game does make it much more endurable. I will absolutely agree with that. I would... see, the problem is that the exact same complaint also applies to System Shock 2. So, if you can endure the older style of gameplay, then yeah, I recommend both older games. Pretty much equally in neutrality. I personally like the second game better, but that's because I feel the second game's narrative was better done. I'm actually not sure what to do here. I already went in here, right? Now, I myself... there it is. Have actually gone on record saying that I think System Shock 2 should not get a graphical update, because System Shock 2 is a really, really gross-looking game. And I'm not sure... ooh, that looks fun. I'm not sure I want to see the innards of the many in high-def graphics, This place definitely looks safe. Yep, that's a human head. Yep, I'll take all that. Oh, yep, take all that too. Human legs. Man, I'm loving all these body parts. How did they know I was a human body part collector? That should be... Yeah, but it could be even more disgusting, Baronessa. Imagine, like, proper 3D voluptuous, just instead of the existing meshes that have been retextured. Are you sure I have skin on me? Why is it not letting me? Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw it, but earlier I got the message saying, hey, you need more body parts. Yeah, there's body parts. Oh, never mind, I misread that. Never mind. Well, now I don't know where to go. This might be it. This is literally just a demo. Let's go ahead and discuss something, too. So this is a crowdfunding game, okay? There we go. Crowdfunding game. And the idea is they are actually looking from... Yeah, exactly, Berniza. They're looking for people to help them get this game made. Sense make, right? I do very much applaud their approach, if I'm being honest, though. The approach is, we're going to go ahead and make a demo of the game to show off what we can do with it, which is what you're seeing me play right now. And then... oh, gotcha. And then, you know, hopefully... There we go. What was I saying? So they made a demo, and they said, here's the demo, please fund our game. And admittedly, that's a little bit idealistic to assume all crowdfunding games should be able to do that. However, that is, in my opinion, the ideal. If they could just say, here's a demo of the game, please fund us for making the full game, I'd be totally in favor of that. The problem is, of course, doing even as much work as you're seeing right now with regards to putting together this demo is not exactly what you'd call cheap or easy. Under the wrong circumstances, depending on how you're doing your finances, hello, you might literally have to do it basically on your own money. That being said, if you were the kind of developer who is willing to spend your own money and time working on a game because you love making that game, just being blunt, in my opinion, that's probably going to be a little bit of a better game. Because at that point, you want to make the game. And, yeah, I've said this many, many times. I firmly believe that someone who wants to make a good game, who has passion for it, versus someone who, you know, is just doing their everyday job, is going to pull off a better resultant. Just my opinion, of course. It's okay, guys. It's just a giant scorpion crab. It's okay. It's also a spider. It's okay, it's actually a robot. Don't worry, guys. Everything's gonna be okay, guys. We're gonna be okay. Spider-Man's here. Ah, there we go. So you can kind of see the general direction the System Shock series goes in. While there are a couple things that could be argued to be jump scares, I would argue the series doesn't actually use jump scares. At least not in the traditional sense, not in the Five Nights at Freddy's kind of a sense. I don't actually know what Scorn is, so I'm going to say no, Otter. Since I don't know what that is. See, it's not as terrifying as it looked. Yeah, atmospheric horror is pretty much what the System Shock series is, in a nutshell. That and a degree of choose-your-own method of gameplay, similar to, but not exactly like the Deus Ex series. And some extremely disgusting stuff with the many, but we're not going to talk about that here. Oh yeah, and that random techno. I gotta be honest, I actually played System Shock 2 with the music off, so... After a while, I should say. Ow. Oh, you're not down yet. Okay. Ah, gosh darn it. Oh, crap. Crap. Yeah. Don't try it, Anakin. I have the higher ground. Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, God, he can reach me from down there. That's a good question, Baronessa. Maybe, like, someone involved in the development team just really didn't like someone called Diego or something. I don't know. I'm not actually sure if System Shock 2, or System Shock, excuse me, was the first audio log game, but it's certainly the codifier, if it wasn't the initiator. There we go. Okay. He's dead. As an aside, by the way, a lot of you probably are actually fully aware of the System Shock series without meaning to, because you've probably played the BioShock series, made by some of the same people involved, and also very definitely spiritual successors to the System Shock series. Welcome to Citadel Station. Yeah, they were actually, for those you know, they were actually working on making a System Shock 3, and a few things fell apart from the publishing and money side of things. So BioShock was made instead. Ah! And that's it! That's the demo. Wow, this might be my actual shortest exploration yet. Huh. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's actually... This is not a bad demo, but it's lacking in one absolutely critical area. Where the hell are the audio logs? Did I just miss them? Seriously. I mean... in every other respect, in every other aspect, System Shock actually, this demo pretty much gets across the idea of what System Shock is. Quiet, slow, paced, atmospheric horror, right? And then the only things it's missing, well, I guess it's missing the unique leveling system, which I didn't even see at all, and it's missing the audio logs. Hi. And then it closes. So that's our exploration for the day. I'm sorry it was a little bit late getting started, but that's it. We're going to go ahead and cut it off here. I hope you all have enjoyed the most extensive, lengthy exploration I've ever done.